Hello crafters, welcome to G's Creations. Today we're going to make a card. So the first thing I'm going to do is, using my 12x12 300 GSM cardstock, I'm going to make a card base. And I want this card base to be 4x6, so I'm just going to cut it at the 4-inch mark. And then because it's 12x12, I'll just fold it over and it'll give me a 6-inch card layout. So pop that out of the way, and let me just get my card base ready. So that's my card base. So this is a 4x6-inch card base, and it'll open that way. So that's that done. That's the card base done. Now I think I might use some of this paper. Now this is a lawn fawn paper pack. It was gifted to me. It's 36 sheets of fun, and it's a sweater weather, and it's a 6x6. Now I may use some of this border. Let me show you the card that I'm going to make with you. This is the card that I'm going to recreate, something similar to this. I used ribbon here, but on this one I may use one of these borders, if I can find them. Where are they? There. I may use one of these borders, not sure yet. So that's what we're going to do today, a nice autumnal card. So I'm just going to look at the papers. I really like this one, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss it with the oak leaf embossing folder, which is available from G's Embellishment Emporium. A link for the store will pop out now. So I'm going to cut this to size. Now I want this to be exactly the same size as my card base, so it's already 6 inches, so that's fine. So I just need to cut it to 4 inches, and that will fit my card base perfectly. Yep. So I don't need this piece, so I'm going to keep that handy. I'm going to bring over my cuttle bug, and I've got my A and 2B plates. So I'm going to pop in my A and B plates, and I'm going to bring over the embossing folder. Now this is the embossing folder. It's called Oak Leaves, and it's stocked in my store. There's not a great deal many left, because obviously a lot of the Christmas and autumn stock is selling very quickly. So I'm going to pop that in, pop that into my embossing folder, and I'm going to emboss it. And this is one of my all-time favourite embossing folders. I absolutely love this embossing folder. It screams autumn to me. Even though the oak leaves are around all year, it just screams autumn. I don't know why. So that's that. Now you may think that it doesn't need any treatment, but I'm going to use some of my inks. Even though it's got the backing, the paper design in the background, I am going to give it a bit more colour and a bit more definition. So I'm going to be using walnut stain, forest moss, and red brick, as well as the wild honey. And I'm going to use one of the little dabbers that are sold in my store also. And I'm just going to highlight some of the... Oh, actually no, I'm going to do some more down here too. Just going to highlight the raised portion. You can still see the designer paper underneath, because I don't want to, mask that off completely. So I'm not going to go too heavy with the inks. Now the walnut stain. If anybody's interested in this fantastic dauber, this ink blending tool, they are available from Little Acres Creations. There'll be a link below. They are amazing. They are hand carved. If you pop over to Shell's YouTube channel, she actually has a video, and there's actually a video linked to the item in her store where her husband actually carves them by hand. It's amazing to watch. So this is the forest moss. So you can see you've got the kind of hints of the autumn colours coming through, but you've also got the designer paper. Most people will probably not cover the designer paper, because obviously that's what it's there to do, but I like to give these oak leaves that erased a bit of colour. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that out the way. Need to pop that out the way also. Now I need to do my stamps. Now I've got this autumn leaves stamp set from Sheena. They actually came together, but I've cut mine apart because I don't want to always use both of them together. So I've cut mine apart and I'm going to use the oak leaf. So I'm going to use the oak leaf from the set. And I'm also going to be using two Spectral Noir colours. That's TN5 and CR10. And because I'm using Spectral Noir, I'm going to use my Memento Tuxedo black ink. So grab my block. Now I need a bit of card that is approximately 6 inches long, which this is, but I only want it to be about 2.5 inches wide. So I'm just going to cut this piece of cardstock which is just laying around, so it's in my scrap drawer. So I might as well make the most of it. Will that still fit on there? Yep. Right, so using my Memento black ink and my colours, right, so the CR10, I'm going to use the wider points, and I'm simply just going to go and do like a zigzag colouring. I really do like this kind of not perfect kind of look. Just want to make sure that's dry, and then using the Memento ink and the stamp, I'm going to stamp the image over the colours which I've just done. So in essence I've coloured them in loosely. I really like that look. I think it's really striking. And let me just get a wet one so I can clean my stamp. Oh, come off. Blooming wet wipes, get back in there. Right, so let's clean this off. Put that to one side, make sure my hands aren't wet. Right, we're going to move you to one side, and I'm going to glue this to my card base using the art glitter glue, which I forgot to put the pin back, so now it's clogged. Just started using my big bottle, but I'm thinking of putting another order in for another big bottle because I don't want to run out during the winter period, because I know it doesn't get shipped during the winter period by the manufacturer. I don't want Mermaid to run out and then I can't get any. So I'm going to place this on my card base, making sure that it's where it needs to be. I like the fact that you get those few seconds just to play around with it. Now going back to the paper pad, I'm going to use one of these, and I'm just going to decide which one I want. I like this one here with the oak, with the pine cones and the oak leaves. So I'm going to cut that away from the paper pad, I think. Right, so I'm in love with my new trimmer. I absolutely love it. I'm so thankful for the lovely lady who got it for me. So thankful. Right. And I'm going to adhere this onto the edge here. Now I think I might go on the left hand side, so I need to put some glue just here. So I'm going to put a dab of glue down this edge, and then just making sure that that's lined up straight. And turn it over, making sure that it's equal. it's just a little bit hanging off, so I'm going to trim that. Right, and I'm going to place that on the card, again using the good old trusted art glitter glue. Now with the other card I use some of the orange ribbon which is available from my store. And then to decorate it I use some of these acrylic flowers which you can get from the store also. I'm going to use a yellow. What other colours have we got there? I'm going to use one of these, and what colour should I use? I've used most of them, so there's not all colours. I think I might use the white one. Right, and I'm simply going to pop a dollop of glue in 3 places and then drop these into it. So it's a really simple card, but I think it's quite effective. I love this kind of haphazard colouring. I smudged this one, as you can see. Didn't let the memento dry, but once the memento dries it is water resistant. So there's today's card. Now you can get the these flowers, you can get the embossing folder, you can get those from my store, and you can get the ribbon from my store as well. Thank you very much for watching. Let me just zoom in. You can get a decent view of them. And I will see you again with another craft very soon. Take care now.